Well, hey everybody, Scotty here. Today we are evaluating the 2019 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X, and I actually had pestered Nissan to loan me one of these trucks for a while because I had read not long ago that the 14-year-old Nissan Frontier is outselling the brand new, newly designed Ford Ranger. And so Nissan was kind enough to loan me one of these things about a week ago. And interestingly, it turns out that another journalist friend of mine was evaluating the 2019 Ford Ranger. So we got to do a head-to-head comparison yesterday. We took them out to my friend's ranch, and we put them through their paces. And yeah, I kind of drew some conclusions. There's a big difference in price in the two trucks. The Nissan is much cheaper than the Ranger is, and I'll kind of give you a comparison. I've got actually window stickers for both of them here. This is the Nissan Frontier Pro 4X Crew Cab 4x4 automatic V6 with the premium package, as tested, $37,440. My friend was evaluating the Ranger 2019 Super Crew 4x2, so it's a two-wheel drive truck, still with the Lariat equipment, very well equipped. It's tickered for $40,190, so that's a pretty big difference in price when you consider one is a four-wheel drive and the other is not. And so is it just price? Is that the only reason why the Nissan is selling so well with such an old design? Well, folks, let's go for a drive. Let's talk about that a little bit. I've had the truck for almost a week. Tomorrow will be 1 week. I've enjoyed my time with it. I actually have driven it considerably. I had to take a little road trip right after I got it. And so I put several hundred miles on it. I got a respectable 19 miles to the gallon on the highway. I'm showing right now on the MPG meter 18 and a half, which is not, you know, not phenomenal, but it's respectable. Has a 4-liter V6, very well equipped. And I got to tell you that there's a lot of things to really like about this little truck. I had been to the Ranger launch with Ford and got to drive a number of different trim levels, and was very impressed with the Ranger. It's a nice truck. It's very comfortable. A lot of soft touch materials. The styling is attractive and contemporary. So why is the Frontier selling so well? Well, I think I can give you some conclusions. It's not just price. This is a great little truck. It kind of has a Tonka truck feel to it, if you will. Everything feels very durable and very well thought out, well engineered. It is certainly not cutting edge by any means. The interior's got lots of plastic in it, which I know some people don't like, but it all looks really durable and looks like it would hold up well. And I got to tell you, I think this is a truck that over the long haul will give excellent service. It has a great towing capacity, and we're going to go into all the specifics in the written report, but right now I just want to concentrate on the driving experience. It does have big knobby tires on it, so it rides a little bit rough. The Ranger has a smoother and more silky ride, but again, this is a 4x4, and the Ranger that we tested was a 4x2, so there's certainly a difference there. And the Ranger is maybe a little quieter and more refined. So why do I like the Frontier so much? Because, folks, it is a real truck. This thing is all truck, kind of in the old school sense in a way, if you will. It's been around, like I said, for a long time. I had a friend that had a Dakota, Dodge Dakota, back in the 80s, and I really loved that truck. We used it for all kinds of stuff. We went four-wheel driving in it, we towed with it, we hauled stuff in it, etc., and it just took everything that we could throw at it, and this truck has exactly that same kind of feel. Now, does it have a supple boulevard ride? No, it does not. But man, is it enjoyable to drive. It's got a great Rockford Fosgate sound system in it. The screen, as you can see, is pretty tiny. That I don't really like with my old eyes, but I'm sure that's a factor of the age of the dash, and that it would require a major redesign to put a bigger screen in it. And my only real issue with that is I had continuous issues with the Bluetooth. I don't know why that was, if it was my phone or the Nissan Bluetooth, but I wasn't real happy with that. But other than that, there really wasn't much to pick about this thing. I mean, the controls are all easy to use. They're simple. They're very plain. It has just a regular old console gear shift, which is kind of nice. The four-wheel drive is controlled electronically by some buttons here on the dial here on the dash. But it's a great driving little truck, and man, performance is nice. It's good. I don't know if you can hear that, but it'll go. And like I said, there's a lot to like about this little truck. And one of the big things, as we've already said, is the price is pretty doggone attractive. I mean, it's thousands of dollars less than the Ranger. And you see a lot of these things on the road. If you start looking for Nissan Frontiers, I think you'll be amazed at how many that you see on the road. And, you know, if you're looking for an inexpensive mid-sized truck, I think you go be making a mistake if you didn't go drive the Nissan Frontier. And that's not to say that Ford is not making a great truck. The Ranger, in my mind, feels like a shrunk-down F-150, which is high praise indeed. It's a very nice truck, but it's almost as expensive as a full-size truck. So if it's almost as expensive as a full-size truck, why wouldn't you just buy a full-size truck? Anyway, we're going to drive the little Frontier a little bit more. I'll have a full written report with all the specs and towing capacities and all those things that you probably want to know. But the thing that I most want to convey right now is it's a nice truck to drive. It's a lot of fun. It seems very, very durable. The gas mileage is reasonable, if not exceptional. And gosh, it feels like it would last forever. Like I said, you put your foot in it and it goes. So folks, go drive the 2019 Nissan Frontier. I know Nissan is going to be redesigning this thing in the near future. And Nissan, if I have any advice for you, don't screw it up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the Nissan Frontier is most assuredly not broke.